let the postseason begin. We're underway in this AFC Wildcard Weekend contest. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Give now to the running back. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I'll tell you what, Kate, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run. I mean, you could see it right there. The trajectory of the ball changed as it was in flight. You know, on shorter throws, receivers, they can focus, they can adjust quickly. But on a long-distance throw like that, a tip, well, it really alters the course of the ball and makes it so tough to make an adjustment in time.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Third and a lone yard coming up. From the gun, Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down at the 30. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. They're going to take over after the interception.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop the potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Let's go.
Maybe some nerves. It's an interception on his first pass. That's their rookie from Notre Dame. And he's going to go. It's a pick six. Well, that certainly wasn't the end result he was after there, Brock. A big play to start the scoring, but we can definitely say this was not his intention, letting that pass go.
No, a lot of game left, though, and that's a positive. And you know what? He's going to have a chance to totally redeem himself after that one.
Point after, up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Davis. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 32. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Go!
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hauled in left side. And he's touchdown after a nice pickup there to get the first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
19 Lions! 70 Rangers! 70 Rangers! Ready?
They'll throw on 1st. He fires one deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 25. Working quickly here.
79 Broncos!
1st down from the red zone. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. No luck finding his receiver that time. So 2nd down coming up. He'll throw it yet again. Connects with Cook. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
Here we go! Here we go!
Davis runs it in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills get it down to a single point. Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills tie this game 7-7. Bass now to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. From the 34. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Bills twist the knife after that interception. Wow, they took it all the way back to the 20-yard line before being stopped.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. Well, it'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
On the handoff, here's Davis. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Buffalo. Bass on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. Bass now to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's the handoff. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
2nd and 6 now. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered gate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Short pass brought in. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. He puts some juice on it deep. They connect on the deep shot. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Texans cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. Nico Collins with the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Texans tie things up at 14. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Go!
Davis gets it from the gun. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Track 60.
Addison going to motion over left. From the 33 on 2nd down. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a 1st.
19 tight. Go!
Setting up a throw. This has been a trend, yet another interception. And he pays the price for the interception. Big hit brings it into that return.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That's 16 on the pickup. And it sets up a Houston 1st. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Here we go.
1st down, Stroud. Finds a man right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down. We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Plowing up the middle. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's a middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch. But then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And this is scooped up by the Bills. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Hey, I get it, Kate. 3rd down, you're doing all you can to try to stay on the field. But unfortunately, poor ball security loosens his hold on it, and the defense knocks it free. Instead of facing 4th down, even better, that defense is off the field completely.
Davis takes it straight ahead. And he's able to take this up to the 15 before being taken down. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Dom's the man in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and 6. That's brought in. It's his back, Ray Davis. And he'll get it up to the 27. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Offense set for a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Broncos switch. Broncos take over.
Running left is Davis. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Kalen Bullock up to make the stop. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Tight end going in motion here. They're going play action. That's incomplete left side. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Ready? Trap 60. Trap 60.
Here he is on 3rd and long. That's to the sideline. It's a catch by Dobbs. And he's out of bounds after pushing just past the 40. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Bills 1st down. Throwing off the play fake here. He's throwing deep to the left side. Big gain downfield. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills parlay the turnover into a lead. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Bass now to kick this away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now we're on the counter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
On the quick, right? Stop.
From the gun, Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Under.
Putting a receiver in motion. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Stroud to throw again on 2nd. He puts everything behind this one. Touchdown, Houston! A 2nd touchdown through the air for Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Come on. Bravo 80.
Hand off here to Davis. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Go.
From the 40 on 2nd down. Has his man. It's Addison. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Cowboy 80.
Davis up the middle. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's 2nd and 7. Taken in by Dobbs. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Romeo Dobbs touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Bass now to kick this away. Chooses to bring this one out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Oh, ready?
Looking to throw, Stroud. Setting up the running back screen. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
Hey, one more. Here we go, let's go. Hey.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Complete out to the right side. And he gets him around 6 there. Kaiir Elam getting there for the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Bills territory. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. And it's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they offer the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Check out.
A handoff for Davis, running right. And he stopped after a nice gain up past the 25. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. It's the 2-minute warning now from Highmark. And it's the Bills, who have 2nd and 4.
Okay, break. Go. Hey, smash.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completed to Davis. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. That one gains 7. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
They'll throw on 1st. That's into the hands of Dobbs. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now.
Cougar 19.
Here's Davis. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
To throw it on 1st down. He throws a bullet to the... That's grabbed inside the 30. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Shaheed motioning right. Back now, pressure on its way. Cut at the 10-yard line. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
On the ground, it's Davis. And he's brought down after a decent gain. First shot gets him 5. Still a couple of looks remaining. It's 2nd and goal.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Davis. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Bills grow their lead just before halftime. Pass on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills double their lead to 14. Bass now to kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
All ready. Nike Tech.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. Caught, nice gain left side. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 1 play in, and already they're close to midfield. 1st down, Stroud. On the move, headed right. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
All right.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. You got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Here we go.
Man in motion here. 2nd and 10, Stroud to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down.
All right.
Back to throw, Stroud. Completed to Collins. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. This is a 48-yard look for him. Everly's kick is good. And that'll get him back to 11.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the final play of our first half. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he stopped on a nice gain on what is the final play of this first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Going right side, Davis with it. And he's brought down for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Second and 12 behind the sticks. He's got Shaheed. And he's going to get past the 40 before he goes out. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Davis with it. There he goes on the right side. Dives for the end zone, and he makes it. Touchdown! The Bills grow the lead coming out of halftime. Bass on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Bills push their lead to 18. Bass now to kick this away. From his own end zone, here we go. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a first and 10.
Here we go.
Right up the gut. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Offense up to the line fast. Second and 8. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Bills will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
We'll have him gain about a handful there. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop. Halfway there on first down. That brings up second and 5. They'll go again with Davis. And he'll only get this to the 26 before going down. Offense in the hurry up here. Throwing on third down. He has the first over the middle. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
Going power with a big tight end. And he makes it across. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Bass on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills grow their lead yet again.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Bass now to kick this away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Hey, one more. Here we go. Up.
From the gun, Stroud. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud gets everything he has under this throw. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. That's grabbed at the 10. And he gets him what he can, but still pretty deep in their own territory starting out. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And the Bills will take over deep in their own territory.
Let's go now.
They send the tight end in motion left. They'll run it with Davis. And he's going to work his way up to the 19. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Go! Go!
Going right back to Davis. And it's a real short gain here, tackled at the 22. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Give left side. Here's Davis. And he'll get it up to the 27. They'll say he got 5 there, but Bronco, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Panther 60. Dragon 60.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. He's on the move. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Running out of the gun with Davis. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Kalen Bullock up to make the stop. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Let's go.
They send a man in motion. Throw on 3rd down. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Texans take over after returning it inside the red zone.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the third interception, man, he is killing his team.
They're out and set. First and 10.
Ow, beside. 11.
Throwing is Stroud. Hits him on the out route. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans parlay the interception into points. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. On the handoff, here's Davis. And he's brought down after a short gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. From the 32. Trying for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills can make it a 4-score game as they lead by 24. Jordan Addison the touchdown. Bass on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills continue piling onto this lead. Bass now to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Robin. Why Tony? No.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Diving right side, got it! They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
Collins there to grab it. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Tackle made by Cole Bishop.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Look to high, look to high. Hey! Play!
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that,
Here we go.
I promise you some money will follow.
They'll run for this. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on 4th.
Hey, no more.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Oh, ready. Hey.
Stroud off the play fake. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped it incomplete on 1st down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Oh, ready.
Stroud to throw again on 2nd. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
11. Hey, south. Good.
3rd and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. 1 quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. It's Texans ball. We'll see if they can come up with something and stave off elimination. Fourth and forever coming up.
Tony. Hey, uno.
Blitz coming for Stroud. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we've got a 1st down here. A chance to get off the field goes by the wayside. The defensive penalty keeps him out there.
Hey, south. Here we go.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. And not a great choice on 1st down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so 2nd down coming up.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Speed left.
2nd and 10 now. Brought in right side. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. 3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, Stroud. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Bills get it as he makes his 3rd interception in this game. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shaheed coming in motion left. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he gets this across the 10 before stepping out. Pickup of 8 on the run. And that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
They go right back to him. Another carry for the receiver. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Ooh, this is going to be a false start on the offense here. So third down becomes much tougher for him as 3rd and 1 becomes 3rd and a much more difficult 6. The penalty makes this a 3rd and 6. Looking to the air here. And that one's caught along the left sideline. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
Kate, I've probably seen a million balls thrown in my life, and maybe even more. From the time I was in high school all the way here to the pros, and over all these decades of watching guys throw it, and I'll tell you what, I never get tired of watching a laser like that.
First and 10, looking to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills continue piling it on here in the 4th. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity, certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Bass now to kick this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Man in motion, out of the slot.
11. Why Tony? Hey, Uno. Hey, south. Look the hot.
First down, Stroud. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. They've got a man in motion. Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. He's going deep this time. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Here we go.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He puts some power on a deep one. He's got it inside the 10. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Extra point up and good from Bass. And the Bills tack on 7 more to their lead. Bass now to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Stroud. This reeled in by Betson. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans making the scoreboard look a touch better. Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans take 7 points off the deficit. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Cup 19, Cup 19. Mustang 19. Take go.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Texans bring the interception back beyond the 40 before the tackle is made. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long. But throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. Completed to his running back. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Working quickly here. Here's 2nd and 2. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Uno. Here we go, let's go. Hey, south. Good.
To the air, Stroud. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. On play action, here's Stroud. Oh no, they get him yet again. That's Cole Bishop. And the Bills have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, kid. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Kamari Lassiter with the pick. And the Texans have the football at what looks to be the 37-yard line. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they throw an interception to give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
19 Texans.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Trying to find his tight end. So it'll be second down.
Oh, ready? 11. Wide Tony. Hey.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Complete out to the right side. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Texans are going to have a first down. Now it's Stroud. Looking right, and he finds him. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there. Here's Stroud now. And he's got it, so they'll pull a little ways back with the touchdown. The Texans pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans will trail by 25.
Texans 45.
With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. Oh, the Texans are confident they have it, and they do! All right, so a positive play for them, if nothing else. Game seems pretty far out of reach at this point, but still, had to try the onside kick in that spot.
You know what that was? It was two things, Cade. A, it's a good chance to practice your onside kick in a pretty low-pressure environment. But B, and so much more importantly, is down the road in a game where you're going to really need it, that gives you the confidence that you can get it done.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. They get it right back. That's intercepted. And the Bills are tackled on the return right along their own 40-yard line.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He beams one deep right. That's caught at the 25. They get 40 on the big hitter. And That's good for a Bills first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Warrior 70.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown. The Bills keep running away with this. Pass on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Bills continue adding on to that lead.
Tyler Bass.
Bass now to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
All right. 2J. 19 taxi.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. Down inside the 40 now, with a first down following that last play.
Eleven. Why Tony? Hey.
Here's Stroud. That's completed right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. The drive picks up here, first and 10.
Uno. All right. Hey, south. Hey, south. Look the high. Good.
Working inside the red zone. Has room into the secondary. And in for the Houston touchdown. Well, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And the Bills are able to secure this kick. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
That's good for the Buffalo Bills.
Let's go.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Go.
From the red zone now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, we hear about it all the time. A short memory, right? We hear about it with quarterbacks a lot, Kate, when they make a mistake. But it works the same way for a defense, a whole position group. You have got to flush that big play, come back and play the next play. And boy, did the defense do it there.
Trying again following the sack. And they pick him up again. And the Texans make the interception on what is the final play of this game. So the roar of Bills Mafia, it's a win for their guys in Buffalo. And they're headed to the divisional round next week. Great start to their playoffs and getting the win at home, but the test's only getting harder from here on out. So for my partner Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bills as we say so long from Buffalo.